Hello everybody and welcome to my video. So originally I found this glitch by jumping on the ball and landing on thin air. So my brother had noticed what happened and he was like, I'm gonna push you off. When he had finally actually pushed me off, I was still fine and my character had just kind of fallen on his game anyway. On my game I was still fine floating around in the air. So what he did is walked up to my character on my screen and bumped me. What happened next was strange. I was kind of floating around and I looked lifeless. After some messing around, I was able to do some pretty interesting stuff with it and repeat it. So the first thing you're going to want to do is get either you or your friend to land on the ball and for them to be stuck in the air and you see them as sitting on the floor as they normally would be. Step 2 is to push them all the way to the edge of the world. And this should be a lot easier to do. Depending on where you place them, you can make it a lot closer than I did for myself. But the player should also be a lot less weighted. For some reason, the game doesn't seem to think that the player weighs as much, and you can easily push them a lot further than you normally would be able to when pushing your friends off the cliff. So the third and final step of this is pretty much easy. All you need to do now is bump into your friend and watch the ghost. So there are a few possible annoyances when doing this glitch. Jumping on the ball can be a pain, especially in a crowded tower and there's other people that want to toy with the ball themselves. Jumping on the ball isn't easy in itself, because getting on top of it usually requires max agility, which is a simple stat change. Another thing is getting the person to fall off the cliff. When you push them off the edge, sometimes they can get stuck on the ledge behind the rail. You can easily reset the player by having them do an emote, like waving, and they'll come back to where they were and hopefully land on the ground for you. The last problem that I can think could happen is not being able to find your friend. If he doesn't have a mic, he won't be able to tell you exactly where he's floating. So just try to make a mental note of exactly where he was when you started pushing him. The last thing I want to mention is that to actually be able to do emotes as a ghost, to get those funny positions, you'll need to take a running slide. For some reason, that's the only thing that breaks the falling animation he has. So why does this happen? My best guess is that for you, when you push him off the edge, the server still thinks he's falling. For him, he's still walking around as normal. Him being able to move around and make those silly emotes so that he's stuck in like a different position is caused just by the game still thinking he's falling. The animation lock is probably due to that. Other than that, I couldn't think of anything. It's just desync related, I assume, as he's still walking around as normal on his screen, but you see him as a horrifying ghost in a weird animation. Also, you can have multiple friends doing it at the same time. You could have 3 friends being a ghost. The max we were able to do for some reason was 4 before one of our, well, actually all of our games started locking up. It was funny because the tower we were in just started losing people. I assume it's just due to the server having problems with this glitch. The amount of desync it must have caused was probably horrible. It could be that. I could be wrong. But in any case, it does cause freezing, so I'd be careful and just finish everything you were planning on doing in the tower before doing this glitch. Let me know your thoughts, and thanks for watching.